Now let's go through Blackboard. We already looked at the syllabus, so we'll go to course documents. This is where all the information for each topic can be found. For example, we'll start with nutrition basics, and then we'll go to nutrition information, because actually this is one of my favorites. And it'll be set up watch, read, listen. In this class, we're going to have a class activity and cocktail chatter. That piece of information you want to share with your friends while you're having drinks, as long as you're 21. And then you'll open up the video. You'll open up watch. What I need you to do is make sure that you look at these videos in Blackboard if you want to use Anato. Anato being the tool where you can add comments, you can answer questions, and it's a tool that also counts towards your engagement grade. So first of all, remember you need to open up the videos in Blackboard, and then you need to enlarge the screen. This will be Anato. You'll see I put a question here, and Yusuf answered it. You just hit reply, and you can answer the questions. You can also ask your own question. Okay, so that's how I want you to use Anato. And if you have any questions, as always, ask. This is the rubric, so you can see attendance and punctuality, participation, what counts as participation. So it's not just talking in class, but it's Padlets, feedback, professionalism, poll questions, and Anato. So these are the different ways that you can be graded for your engagement in class. Halfway through the semester, I'm going to ask you to grade yourself on how you think you're participating, and then you'll submit it via Turnitin, and I'll see if you and I agree on how you think you should be graded. That's one assignment. These are the Padlets. Looks like I haven't replaced them yet, but you can see Padlets are kind of like a bulletin board where you can post questions. I ask you to sign up for 2 current events, although I'm pretty sure that's the wrong date. Why, yes, it is. By September 13th. And current events is where you will find something that's in your news feed that you think is interesting. It could be about a supplement. It could be about a fad diet. What we're going to do is use those critical thinking skills that we'll be working on all semester, where we'll look at this claim and you will tell me if it's something that convinces you to change your life. Are you going to buy this product that is a superfood that's going to improve your memory, or follow this diet that's going to help you lose 20 pounds last week? That's what our current events will be. Next, we have the My Plate Plan assignment. I have a video instruction as well as written instructions for you on this. What you do is you go to this particular site. You'll start where it says start. You'll put in this information, and it will give you a number of different plans based on an estimated calorie level. But the thing about this particular tool is that while it starts with a calorie level, it's all about food choices and food groups. It doesn't tell you to go buy something that's 20 calories or 60 calories. It gives you the number of servings from fruits, from vegetables, from protein. You will guesstimate based on the information you put in which food plan you think most applies to you. Then you will write down what you eat in a 24-hour period and see how it compares to what the tool recommends for you. It's a 1-day assignment, and you will submit it. Next, we have your food journal. I sign you up randomly for a particular food allergy or food intolerance, and you are that person for 2 days. When you go food shopping, if you're out with friends, I ask you to have that particular allergy or food intolerance for 2 days. And I ask you to write about it. There are video instructions as well as written instructions and a rubric, so you'll know how you're being graded. I also have resources for you to look at so that you can learn more about your particular food issue. But please, let me say this now. If you have a particular food allergy or food intolerance, let me know, and that's what you will be for this assignment. I'm not going to ask you to make your life any more difficult with respect to food choices than it already might be. Okay? So you'll be this person for 2 days, and when you do this assignment, when you do this write-up, I ask you to please make it a diary type entry. Don't write, for this assignment, I had to give up milk for 2 days. Maybe write something like, finally, I learned why I have been having these symptoms for so long. Now, on the second day, what I want you to do is write about what it's like to finally be fed up with not having ice cream with your friends, and write about what it was like to have something that was forbidden to you. And it gives me a chance to see how well you understand what happens when you have an allergic reaction or when you experience eating the foods that you're intolerant to. Important asterisk, if you do have a food allergy or intolerance, you do not do this part of the assignment because you've already done it. Your assigned issues will be posted here. Then we have the diet and wellness assignment. I will go over it early in the semester so that we can, for those of you that are so inclined, get started on it. Let me just say I will review this information with you up until a week before it's due. I call this my Type A assignment because I am very particular about how it's done. I want the forms filled out correctly. I want to make sure that your math does not contain any decimal points. And I for sure will talk more about that. However, let me just say, you can go here for information on the access code. I have made video instructions. This is where you can submit the assignment. I have a please read me first document that goes over how I want these different forms to be filled out. Discussion questions. I also want you to submit this as a single document. If you aren't using the access code, if you're using another tool, I need to know about it. If you're using MyFitnessPal, please note, as I say here, that the units for vitamin A and potassium aren't correct and that you need to find another source. This is an important assignment where you are looking at your personal intake and expenditure over a 3-day period. And again, let me say that if you have concerns about food issues, if this is something that's going to upset you, please get in touch with me and we'll find an alternate assignment. The nutrient sales pitch, I have a video, again, instructions for this. I have samples of assignments. I've had students make videos. I have had students do dating profiles. So what you will do is put together an elevator pitch on why your nutrient is the most important nutrient in the world. And you will also come see me to talk to me about your ideas for the assignment. Again, there's a grading rubric. Feedback submission is when you can tell me how you think the class is going for you. I do have video instructions for this. I ask you to submit it by 5 p.m. on the Sunday following our Thursday class. It's 1 to 2 paragraphs letting me know your reactions to the information, what you liked, what you didn't like. Again, as I said, it's a chance to give me feedback on what we've been covering in class. These are the different dates that the feedback will be due. I also have a tab for you with fact-checking information. As I started to say earlier, one of the most important things I want you to take away from this class is how to evaluate claims, how to become fact checkers, critical thinkers, learning to make decisions based on facts, not fear. And here are some sites that you can use to those ends. I get a lot of questions about sports nutrition. Here are some folks that I would encourage you to follow or to look at. They have podcasts. I'm not a sports dietitian, but I want to give you reputable sources. For those of you that have MindTap, this is where you will find the Diet and Wellness Plus access code. Again, I have a video describing all of the details for this project, and the information on how to use the access code is in that. I think that kind of covers what I want to go over on Blackboard. If you need help, please get in touch with me. All right? I'll see you in class. Be well.